Happy Sunday.
Hello, hello. My brain just froze. It literally just stopped. Uh, hello and welcome to Murder Mystery Haunted History. I am BB3 and this is Nettie with MelNetteLivingFreeZipCodeless. If you do not have Nettie yet, go check the description below so you can pick her up and grab her. You'll love her content, I promise.
I appreciate it.
And then Nettie and I are both live on our own channels, even though we're here together. So if you get a chance, go over there and say something in her chat. Let her know you're over there supporting too.
And everybody that's in our chat or in my chat, I do have BB3's linked in the About page of this live stream. So if you're not connected to her, please click on her link and connect to BB. And you would also love her content as well.
All right. Well, let's jump in and start welcoming everybody. I'm going to let you welcome this first one here, Nettie.
Oh, that's Sosha. Thank you for coming in and Merry Christmas, Sosha.
Then we have Mildred. And I'll let you do this one as well.
That's Emily. I believe that's how she pronounced it. Yes. Nicole.
Then we have Nicole. We have Ram, Raquel, Mama Gina.
Yep, and she goes by Mama G, so that makes it a little bit easier.
Mama G. We have Hitch Up and Toe. Hello, my friend.
Yeah.
We have Mandy. We have Itty Bitty. The real Robert Rockwell. Hello, hello. Ashley. Melody. Hello, hello. We did Larice just say, right?
Yes, hello. Larice just say.
Hello, beautiful. And we have Joe, Grumpy, Ivan, hello, Linda, hello, Rose, RV Ashes in April, and okay, we have Proud Marine Mom.
Yeah.
I was thinking you were one of the TikTok sides of things. So hello and welcome to the YouTube side of things. We also have Miss Kim. All right, we're going to jump into our story today. Let's get it up here. Yep. There we go.
The haunted Cavalier Hotel of Virginia Beach. Oh, Tommy.
Tommy Travels. Hello, hello. All right.
For several years before its renovation began, the Cavalier Hotel would close to guests during the winter months before reopening again in the spring. While the phone calls at all hours of the night from guests are nothing new for the receptionist working the late shift.
Welcome in, Rachel. Mm-hmm. When the hotel is presumed to be empty, persistent calls from the 6th floor in the dead of night are a little strange, especially when nothing can be heard on the other end but the distant wearable of jazz. Night watchmen would be sent to check on the rooms that were calling, only to find them empty.
Dun, dun, dun. It took 13 months to construct the Cavalier Hotel, an unlucky number to some. Construction started in 1926 and ended with a beautiful hotel with 195 guest rooms. Since its grand beginning, famous people were attracted to the fancy hotel and beach club. Some of them would stay and become the ghost of the Cavalier Hotel. Oh, I can't hear you.
You should be able to now. I just unmuted.
Okay.
I was typing. I didn't want it to be loud for everybody. Oh. Cavalier Hotel opening. Some say that the historic Cavalier Hotel and Beach Club may be what put Virginia Beach on the map. Regardless, no one can dispute the rich history found in the halls of this historic landmark. Construction of the luxurious hotel began.
At times, there were as many as 225 men on the construction site who laid 500,000 bricks, the largest amount of bricks used on a single building in the state of Virginia. With a private depot, the Cavalier was added as a non-stop train destination from Chicago that hosted the Midwesterners from the Norfolk and the Western Pullman coach.
Joe said, I've seen that hotel.
It is beautiful.
With the motto, the Cavalier to Cavalier, the Virginia Beach Grand Hotel became a luxurious East Coast destination and kept okay, I don't know that word, to usher guests from steamer ships and rail stations. It was named the Cavalier as a result of a local newspaper contest. Limousines? Limousines. Oh my gosh. That word was
Is it
limousines.
limousine? I was trying to figure it out too, BB. It's all good. Originally, the historic Cavalier Hotel and Beach Club included 195 guest rooms on 350 acres of land, including a golf course stretching 290 of those acres. The construction of the 6,060-yard golf course was a was as grand as a hotel, with some holes modeled after the Scottish golf holes of North Berwick, St. Andrews, and the Fox Chapel Golf Club in Chicago.
A sunken garden graced the south side of the hotel, a naturally stunning backdrop for events, whose groves of flowers were used to adorn rooms, dining rooms, and the lobby. A sunken garden?
Yeah. Opening to the national acclaimed in 1927, the Grand Dam of the Shore had played host to everyone from the society elite of the 20s and 30s to local families and friends gathering for weddings and reunions.
Legacy, history, and iconic guest. Cavalier history, former famous guest. 10 U.S. presidents have walked through the hotel's grand entrance, including Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry Truman, and John F. Kennedy. Author F. Scott Fitzgerald swam laps in the filtered saltwater plunge pool.
The movie stars from the golden age of Hollywood like Judy Garland, Bing Crosby, Ginger Rogers, Doris Day, and Bob Hope have danced into dawn at the Cavalier Beach Club to sounds of Cab Calloway, Glenn Miller, Benny Goodman, and Frank Sinatra. Notorious gangster Al Capone relaxed by the Hunt Room's enormous fireplace.
A rich Virginia Beach legacy. The architecture of this place is absolutely stunning.
Yes, indeed. Right,
A sweet
Tommy? Right?
Guest rooms included bathtubs with an extra handle to draw a seawater bath, an extravagant practice at the time. Each guest bathroom sink has an ice water spigot that originated from a large wooden ice filled tub on the hotel roof, providing ice cold water to the guest at any time. A luxurious indoor pool with diving board was filled with filtered Atlantic Ocean water until the mid 1970s.
Isn't that just
Oh,
wild?
hold the phone. The immediate thing that I thought of when they said that it had ice water in a
Mhm.
bucket on the in a big thing on the roof was the
Birds?
girl.
Oh,
in LA where the girl,
oh yes, that ended up. They had the
the
footage
haunted
of her, right?
hotel. Yeah, and they have footage of her.
Yeah,
She ended up in the thing of water up on the top of the hotel. Y'all got to know what I'm talking about. But that is the first thing that went through my mind.
I
Um,
can't think of that place's name, but
oh,
it's
some most famous haunted hotel in
yeah,
LA, but I can't remember the name of it.
and we covered it.
We talked about it, and I can't remember what it is. Um, it was cleaner than pools today, probably.
Yeah,
Oh, Cecil Hotel. Yes,
yeah,
Cecil.
yeah. That's what it is. Thanks, Mark. The hotel also had offices for a doctor, photographer, and stockbroker with a live ticker tape from the New York Stock Exchange. The lower lobby had boutiques and shops, an ice cream parlor, a hair salon, and clothing retailers.
The hotel also included a broadcast center for radio station WSEA, which broadcast the Norfolk mayor's congratulatory statement to Charles Lindbergh during his legendary flight from New York to Paris. The history this place holds is incredible.
Isn't it? The famous Cavalier Beach Club. Look at them and look at the beach.
You know, there ain't no place today that people go hang out and get all fancied up like that. Like,
Yeah,
it's not a thing today. But that was like a regular thing back then, wasn't it? That
yeah.
Yeah. I acknowledge, Shaco. I see you, Shaco. Awesome. I was hoping you'd pop in today. Did you say that you sent me an email last time that you were
Yeah,
here
I
and that
thought he said, yeah.
I can't find it, Shaco, so I'm gonna need you to try again. He said, haha, very nice.
The iconic Cavalier Beach Club was added to the hotel on Memorial Day in 1929 and became a sought after entertainment destination for over 3 decades.
There were white suits everywhere. Like everybody was super dressed up
Yeah,
per your request. Yeah, I know. I know I asked you to I said I need to get a hold of you. I do need to get a hold of you. I just can't find your email now and I need you to resend it. Okay, Shaco?
man, I didn't even hear you breathe during the whole sentence.
I was speaking fast. Um, with the help of the Beach Club, the Cavalier became the popular venue for big band entertainment and showcased every major big band leader of the era, including Benny Goodman, Cab Calloway, Glenn Miller, and Lawrence Welk.
Wow.
This is true. Nowadays, I see people out in pajamas and a blanket, and that would never have happened back then. The kids go to school like that.
Well, you
They
see
just
a
don't.
lot of them at Walmart too. Just
Walmart, yeah.
saying.
That's people watching. I'll resend to your email listed on your about tip. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I will check. I will check. There must be, but by now it's been. Okay. Alrighty.
With the help of the beach, oh, sorry, you read that. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
The end of an era. The United States Navy even took over the hotel. It was surrendered to Uncle Sam during World War II in October of 1942. The U.S. Navy became a resident and turned the hotel into a site for radar training. It is said that the hotel grounds were so cramped that sailors used the stables as living quarters.
I mean, at a fancy hotel, aren't the stables gonna be just as nice?
Yeah, you
Hmm.
would think, right?
I've seen some fancy stables in my day. I wouldn't mind sleeping in one.
Mhm.
The pool was drained and used for conducting classes. What's a conducting class? Anybody know?
I guess just for training purposes.
Mm.
Mm.
While the lodging may have been a bit cramped, the soldiers considered themselves some of the luckiest enlisted men in American military. The hotel chef, the hotel chef, my brain stopped again. The hotel chef stayed on after the Navy moved in, and many of the soldiers would write home with tales of the exemplary meals served during their stay.
Can you imagine their meals with that fancy chef?
Can you imagine how jealous anyone else in the military that didn't get stationed there
Yeah, they
was?
just got slop.
Yeah.
You know,
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up on both sides, please. No ice water on tap in the stables. This is true.
conducting for the Navy Orchestra.
Yeah, I'd love to have a chef
Yeah.
making my meals.
The Cavalier was returned to its former owner in 1945, but the years of military occupation were not kind to the hotel, and much of the regular clientele did not return to the summer vacation destination after the war. It was converted into a private club for much of the 1950s and the 1960s, then reopened to the public for a few years.
I hear Joy.
She said, "Hello, baby."
Joy said, I am now a part of the Sunday show. I am the star. In 1973, the Cavalier opened a sister hotel, the Cavalier Oceanfront, just across the street, and the original was renamed the Cavalier on the Hill, with brand new rooms outfitted with the latest in comfort and amenities in the Cavalier Oceanfront.
And now you can see the Cavalier, the Grand, the one on the hill behind it. Look how beautiful it is. And then the
Yes.
newest one up front to the right.
Yeah, I think I'd rather stay in the original, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I need a ghost roommate to cuddle with.
Yeah. Just take your creepy doll.
She did just get back from vacation.
That's funny. The historic Cavalier Hotel was shuttered by the modern luxury hotel, could not replace the splendor of the original. It was once again reopened to guests in 1976. For the next 25 years, the two Cavalier hotels would be mainstays for the Virginia Beach community and vacationing guests.
Only chef I have is a Chef Boyardee. The new one looks like a Howard Johnson.
It's just so square. It doesn't look elegant.
The haunted hotel on the hill. There are many stories of ghosts roaming the halls of the Cavalier Hotel. Some of them are only visible for a moment. Others seem to replay their time of death for those watching.
Oh, that was perfect.
Did it get you?
Yeah.
Did I get you?
Did she scare anybody else in the chat? It turns out that the sixth floor is a particular hotbed for hair raising haunts. One of the spookiest ghost stories of them all dates back to 1929. And on the sixth floor, where Adolf Coors fell to his death, the founder of Coors Brewing Company, lifeless body was discovered on the grounds of the hotel after having checked into the sixth-story guest room earlier in the week. Katie.
Rose said, surprisingly, not this time. Adolf Coors. Wait a minute. Hold on. When was this picture? 1929? That's that old of a picture?
Yeah.
Why does he look recent? He looks like an old man I'd run into on the street. What is happening here?
That's the ghost of Adolf.
That does not look like an old picture. Am I the only one seeing this where it doesn't look old, but you know it's old? It's so weird. He looks like somebody you just run into at like the local Walmart or something. Maybe Target. He looks like he'd shop at Target. Never mind. He and his wife and daughter were having breakfast down in the Pocahontas room. That's when Coors unexpectedly left the table alone and went to his guest room. He came up to room 606 at the end of the hall, and as the story goes, opened the window and jumped out to his death. Since then, there have been several sightings of Coors haunting the halls, and he's apparently not the only spirit. Wait a minute. He was just having dinner and he's like, "Excuse me, gotta go," and walked upstairs and jumped out the window?
Yeah, he was having breakfast with his family. That doesn't make any sense to me either.
No. Like, did he get possessed or what?
They said there's a lot of stuff happening on that 6th floor, so it's a possibility.
Technology does wonders. It does.
Mm-hmm.
Fear. Split decision. Oh, that's crazy to me. That sounds like possession.
Mm-hmm. Here's his room, 606. The ghostly reenactment of his death that plays out at the hotel gives no clues to what really happened to Coors, whether he went through a presumably closed window of his own accord or not. She did it. She pushed him.
Having fun. Must have been the chef. Must have been a new chef. He didn't like the food. Oh,
that's
these
the
rooms
room.
That is fancy.
They're pretty.
That is a TV with a frame around it. That's pretty. I like that. I need to do that at my house.
I was trying to find it back in, when it happened, 1929, but it's all remodeled and this is how it looks today.
Gotcha. Well, they say ghosts don't like it when you remodel things, and that makes them come out even more.
Yeah.
People have witnessed seeing his body falling from the window, and some have heard the sound of an invisible body smacking against the patio concrete. Near the window he went out of, cold spots are regularly reported.
Can you imagine being on the ground, walking in, or getting close to walking in, and you hear a thump?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the window, and there's the slab where he went out.
This looks like one of those places I'd feel real uncomfortable at. Like it's too fancy for me.
The ballroom piano. Many great performers of the 20s and 30s used the piano that sits in the ballroom at the Cavalier Hotel. From time to time, some of those performers may be returning in hopes of bringing back the joy and merriment of the roaring 20s because the piano is sometimes heard playing itself.
Tommy said, while putting him on the stretcher, paramedics said he's way too heavy, and that's how Coors Light was born.
Tommy.
Oh, no.
That's too funny.
The haunted elevators. Okay. You see that little thing that pulls?
Mm-hmm.
My grandpa had a warehouse, a plant, we called it, in the city where they did a bunch of painting, and it was the old courthouse. It was several floors high, and they had one of those. You get in and you just pull the gate and you can see everything as you're going up and down. Oh, it was terrifying. Something out of like a Freddy Krueger movie.
Yeah.
During times when the hotel has been closed, whether for renovations or during off seasons, workers have reported the elevators still running with no one on them. The elevators would go up and down from floor to floor. Be like, "Nah." If the door opens, nah. If
Yeah,
it goes like it goes up a floor and you're standing there and all of a sudden it shows up and that gate opens by
I
itself,
can you imagine?
see you later. I'm out.
I'm out. The phantom phone calls from the sixth floor.
Creepy.
Creepy.
Lazy ghost. They won't take the stairs. They're on
Right.
the elevator.
Prior to reopening for the spring after the winter months when the hotel used to close down, the receptionists working the late shift would receive phone calls from the sixth floor.
Stairs, please. I don't like elevators.
Yeah.
So Rose said. Call from rooms to the reception would be routine if there were guests staying in the hotel, but it is a little spooky when they're coming in from an empty room on an empty floor of an empty hotel. Of course, when the workers answer the phone, there's no sound on the other end. Okay, I would much prefer there be no sound than to like a breathing, like a
Oh, yeah.
that would. Sorry, I quit. I don't work here anymore. Ghosts
Yeah,
can't
Catherine.
float up.
Yeah, why use the elevator? Just go from floor
I
to floor.
think I think the theory of them continuing using like elevators and whatnot is because
Hmm.
they don't realize they're deceased. And so they go on with their typical life. I mean, until they figure out that,
Yeah.
and then they jump into haunting you.
Probably because they're
That
aggravated because they keep riding the freaking elevator, not going anywhere.
you're not getting the service that they want. Where's the elevator guy to hit the button for them? You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
that is incredibly beautiful.
Isn't that pretty?
That is really pretty. The man on the stairs. It's your turn, right?
No, it's yours.
It's mine? Okay.
Yeah.
There's more to the hauntings of this hotel than just silent phone calls from within the hotel and a piano that plays itself. One of the sixth floor ghosts spotted by those staying in the hotel includes a man dressed in an old hotel uniform, though some reports have him wearing a military uniform. Ring, ring. Hello, hello. I'm out of here. They're waiting on Martha to give give death their file. Okay. I cannot read nor speak today. I apologize, everyone.
So they're really confused on this guy that I found because, of course, the military took it over, during that time period. And some see a uniform, some see like the elevator man, where they're dressed in the hotel uniform. So this one keeps going back and forth on who this actually is.
Gotcha.
He stands on the staircase by the sixth floor and tells people there are ghosts on that floor. Perhaps he doesn't realize that he is one of them.
Can you imagine a ghost telling you about ghosts?
He
A woman?
doesn't know he's got not know he's deceased.
Yeah. That'd be freaky though, a ghost telling you about
Yeah.
ghosts. A woman and her dog. In what is now the Becca restaurant, a woman has shown up looking to dine, but she has no reservation. When she isn't trying to get a table, it's been reported that she walks through the room with a ghostly dog at her side. Okay, that's creepy.
Hmm. The little girl and her cat.
This is so pretty.
Mm.
I don't care if it's haunted. I want to go swim there.
Yeah. The story has more to it than the lady with her dog. Many workers and guests have reported seeing both a ghost girl and a phantom cat in the hotel over the years. It seems that the girl is usually looking for her cat, and her cat is looking for her.
It's believed that the little girl was staying with her family at the hotel when the cat got out of the room and made its way downstairs. Some believe that the cat fell into the pool, and when the little girl jumped in to save the feline, they both drowned.
I know. Mine's talking.
Joy Joy just meowed as soon as I finished that sentence.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that? If
Yep.
I heard it, I know you all heard that.
The cat has been heard meowing and scratching at doors, possibly looking for the little girl who loved it. Paw prints have been spotted on the back staircase, and some people have reported seeing the ghostly cat walk through walls.
Yuppers, you go, Joy. Good timing, right?
Right?
Joy is sad for the kitty. In honor of the phantom cat, there is a drink offered at the hotel called Ghost Cat. The cat is not alone in its search for the little girl. She also appears often. She is usually seen walking near the pool looking for her cat.
That's just so sad.
It is sad, so sad.
Yeah. Other strange ghostly phenomenon? I can never say that word.
Yeah, it's phenomenon.
Okay. Well, for less dramatic than the replay of Core's death or a little girl ghost searching for a phantom cat, there have been other strange things going on at the hotel for decades.
Joy was calling
No.
the other cat to come play.
No.
Not me walking the halls with a black screen. Joe's like, let me help you. I bring a friend. While orbs are often disputed as dust or bugs, this sometimes paranormal phenomenon appears in many photographs taken at the Cavalier Hotel. There's a chance those floating orbs are images of some of the spirits hanging about the hotel.
It seems very active.
It does.
Mm-hmm. And the sounds of footprints are reportedly heard often in hallways and on the stairs, with no visible person making the sounds. Even eerier, some guests have left their room only to come back and find different colored towels in place of what had been there when they checked in.
It's almost as though a maid from the past prefers an old version of the towels, or perhaps their room is flickering back to a past time.
Now, I don't get that. That kind of creeped me. Like, how could a physical object change?
Yeah.
You know?
Does it actually change or do they envision it? Like,
Oh, I didn't think of that, BB. It could be that. Like it said, flickering back to a past time, so maybe the room changed to the past time
yeah,
of
like
that
maybe it's
decor.
something that it doesn't actually physically change. It's just something that like
Yeah,
their mind is changing. I don't know.
like a time warp.
Mm-hmm. Cavalier Hotel, a legend restored. Man, seriously, that you cannot deny the beauty of
Yeah,
that place.
look at that.
That is stunning. And to think they built that back when they didn't have the machinery we have now,
Yeah,
you know?
all those men, brick by brick.
That's incredible. In 2002, both the Cavalier on the Hill and the Cavalier Oceanfront underwent massive multi-million dollar renovations, but the upgrades were short-lived. In 2014, both hotels were closed and the Cavalier Oceanfront and the Beach Club were completely demolished. Why?
And that's the beachfront Cavalier.
But why?
I wonder if Joe knows why.
I am now brokenhearted. Why would they destroy it?
Now, this isn't the Cavalier Hotel, that is the beachfront.
Yeah, I know, but why
Yeah.
would they destroy it? I just don't.
Yeah.
Hey, Birdie Diggers UK. Hello, hello.
The Cavalier on the Hill was placed on the National Register for Historic Places during this time to protect the priceless property from a similar fate. And after an 85 million restoration, it was reopened in 2018 with the original name, the Cavalier Hotel.
Paradox, hello and welcome in.
Hmm.
Tommy said money, which I could kind of see, but if they had just dumped a bunch of money into it, why would they tear it down? Like that doesn't, I
Yeah.
don't. And then Joe says it was a weird time for Virginia Beach. Hmm. I can't understand what would
Oh,
hurricane,
possibly hurricanes. Yeah.
maybe a hurricane damaged it. Okay. Just seems like if they just dump money into it, why would you destroy it?
Yeah.
Due to the historic status, the renovations were painstaking and meticulous. Windows on the first floor were removed from their frames and repaired by hand. The decor was designed to reflect the Gilded era in which the resort was opened, with elegantly modern twist throughout.
The Cavalier reopened as a distinguished member of the Marriott's autograph collection, while the renovation worked wonders in bringing the hotel into the 21st century. In many ways, it can still be enjoyed as it originally was by all who walked its floors before us.
Maybe they built it without proper permits or something. Maybe it wasn't structurally sound.
Mm.
Somebody wants the land for something else. Yeah. I just don't get that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know if you all have ever noticed this type of thing, but like some towns, they'll have these strip malls and all these businesses no longer in these strip malls, right? But
Yeah.
then right down the road, they built a new strip mall. And it's like, why didn't you just knock that one down or put in the money to rebuild that one and use that one? Why are we building another one down the road from it? Like it just doesn't. Sometimes that's kind of stuff I wonder about. I'm like, why?
Hmm.
Or, they have these beautiful old buildings in the city. Instead of restoring that building or fixing it up, they go build a new one right next to it and leave that one just sit there. And it's like, hmm, I don't know. I know a lot of it probably has to do with money, but it's open again, but was definitely a money thing. Government funding.
Yeah. Even though the Grand Lobby, which has been returned to its pre war form with Jeffersonian style woodworking and original terrazzo, terrazzo flooring, spend your nights dancing and drinking under the magnificently high ceilings and large windows of the Crystal Ballroom, which has been painstakingly restored to its former grandeur.
Howdy, howdy. We had new company, but we're here now. Well, hello.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for making it in.
Isn't that beautiful?
Incredible. Man, I would want to get dressed up like they did back in the day. Like, I would want to find clothes like they had back in the day and go hang out in there and take pictures like that. That seems like a fun day
Yeah.
to me. The beach club has also been rebuilt with semi private beach access, an infinity pool that looks out onto the Atlantic Ocean, and a poolside bar and grill, all only available to guests of the Cavalier Hotel or residents in their private community. The hotel's indoor pool is another iconic feature that underwent renovations. It now features poolside service, private cabana rentals, and stylish lounge areas. Ooh, how much is a night at the Cavalier?
I should have researched that. I have no idea.
Oh, Katie, can you look and see
Yeah.
for us real
Or
quick if you don't mind? Look at Vegas. Iconic buildings are bought and sold, torn down and replaced. Sentimental value is a low point these days. That is very true. You know what else I've also noticed? And this is in my travels from, city to city. Malls. Malls are just closing left and right.
I think probably because people do a lot of shopping online,
Hmm.
you know?
And you will see big, huge malls that look like they're in great condition and they're closed down. Sad, really.
Yeah.
Amount of souls walking the beach. True.
Isn't that just stunning?
It's so weird to see that is on that old hotel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's
And then
so new aged on that old hotel.
you can see the beach, like they're saying. Look at that. It's just
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
beautiful. This is prettier to me, though.
Hmm.
I love the black and white curtains in the back with the private cabanas back there. I love that.
Yeah. Oh wow. Rose said 216 per night. Not bad. I would do it.
Yeah, that's
Not
not
on the
bad.
sixth floor. But-
How much is room 606?
right. Today, the Hunt Room retains its historic floor plan, and guests can enjoy a specially curated menu paired with liberations containing spirits distilled just steps away. The Tarnished Truth Distilling Company is the first craft distillery to be located inside a hotel in the entire U.S.
Tommy. Tommy.
Don't say that out loud. I don't want Joy to hear that. No, Joy, close your ears. Think of
The
that Hunt
Hunt Room.
Room. Mm-hmm.
Even that looks fancy.
Yep. Here's the
Tarnished Truth.
distillery. Yeah.
Virginia Locals starts at $216.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you, Katie, and thank you, Rose. In addition to the Hunt Room, guests can enjoy an evening dining at Becca, the hotel's modern farm to fork restaurant, offering decadent American fare crafted from the freshest local ingredients. In fact, many of Becca's ingredients are grown in their on-site garden, which also features a grand stone fireplace and views of the Atlantic Ocean.
Wow.
For others, it starts at 305. Oh,
Oh,
wow. So you have to be like, if you're coming in from out of town, it's going to be more expensive. Got it.
oh, so that's the price for the locals. It's in the area, basically.
Hmm. Yeah, locals or,
Yeah.
yeah. That makes sense, though. Like, I think
Hey,
zoos and stuff charge different prices per whether you live there or not.
one moment, BB.
Okay. You guys, can you imagine dining in that place?
Okay.
It's so beautiful.
Isn't that pretty?
Incredible.
And that's the outdoor patio.
Yeah, I wonder. I could see a meal starting at $50. But it's listed under Marriott, so I wonder if you can use your hotel points. Oh, that's right, because Marriott bought it.
Hmm.
It's one of their like specialty.
Yeah, like their signatures. From your room, retreat to the Sea Hill Spa, which offers lavish serenity with 9 massage treatment rooms, a full service hair and nail salon, deep soaking tubs, and a pink Himalayan salt wall sauna.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it's too fancy for me too. I mean, I like it, but I think it's too fancy. Hey, Nomadic Rat Pack.
Thank you
No
for coming
worries.
in. Yeah, I would at least want to go for a night. We can take our creepy babies with us.
Yes, Annabelle needs another vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely put
That's
in renovations for sure, but they did try to keep the theme. You can kind of tell that. I
Mhm.
mean, other than the outdoor pool looked like it didn't really match the
Yeah.
rest of what we're seeing, but everything else, it seems they've tried to keep the vibe.
Uh-huh.
The painstaking effort to stay true to the Cavaliers' storied past does not mean that everything has remained unchanged. However, while the original building housed 195 guest rooms, each a tight 12 feet by 12 feet, the new Cavalier offers 62 guest rooms and 23 suites, all of which are beautifully designed and much larger than the original rooms. So it is a hotel that only has 62 rooms, huh?
Isn't
Interesting.
that crazy? Oh, well, 62 guest rooms and
Yeah,
23
and
suites.
23 suites. So I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I get that. So in order to make the smaller rooms bigger, they probably had to combine multiple
Yeah.
rooms. Um,
Then they have like the ballroom, they have, the restaurant, the spa, probably
I
places
wonder
that you can rent, for they do weddings there. So they have that going on as
I
well.
wonder if it's hard book um
Yeah.
to book there because it's such they don't have a ton of rooms.
Yeah.
Hitch up and toe.
Stop it.
That's pretty
Hmm.
very modernized, I think, but
Yeah.
pretty.
I think these are the suites.
Yeah.
Today, guests can choose from 11 different types of rooms, including the Legacy Suites, each of which were designed in correspondence with the board members who helped make the renovation possible. So, no two Legacy Suites are the same.
Hmm.
They're really modern, right?
Yeah, they're really, really modern.
Yeah.
I wish they would have kept the theme of
Yeah.
the rest of the building.
Hmm.
No matter which room you stay in, however, the hotel's rich history and the modern day are seamlessly blended with rich finishes and clean lines, as well as an uncanny attention to detail and amenities like clawfoot tubs and marble baths. So I wonder if room 606 still exists on its own.
It does, because that picture of the door that
Mhm.
I capture was on paranormal investigation that rented that room.
Hmm. But it's not, I guess it's not the original room. It's been renovated, so it's much different.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
hmm. Fertilizers provided by previous guest.
Yeah. That
It is,
bathroom.
it is beautiful. I'm with Robert though. This is very fancy.
They say that history has a funny way of repeating itself. And with a history like that of the Cavaliers, it would certainly be a welcome sight. No one can say exactly what excitement and wonder the future will hold for what was once considered the finest resort hotel in America. But one thing is for certain, If you're looking for a spooky time in Virginia Beach, the historical Cavalier Hotel is a good place to start.
I wonder if there's any point in time where the renovations scare the ghost out of things. Do you know what I mean? Like they
Hmm.
say renovations will cause ghosts to act up because they don't like the changes. But I
Yeah.
wonder if they like completely tore down the inside, completely redid it. It's all different. If that would make ghosts just go away or if they would still stay there. You know what I mean? Because I
Yeah.
think ghosts tend to stay due to like reliving what they've lived, right? Because that was their favorite
Hmm.
place. But if it doesn't look anything like their favorite place anymore, do they stay?
Especially
Mm.
those suites, because that's nothing like what they're used to
Mm-mm.
seeing.
Yeah, changes tend to make them mad. I 100% agree with
Yeah.
that. But I wonder if it pushes to a point when something's been remodeled completely, if it pushes to the point where the ghost no longer stays because they're like, this isn't even the same place
Hmm.
anymore. You
Hmm.
know? I wonder. I wonder. So, what do you guys think? Do you want to go visit this fancy place? Is it too fancy for you? What do you
It's
think?
pretty fancy, but
This
probably check out the sixth floor. Apparently, that's supposed to be really the hot spot, but it is throughout too. As far as the pool and certain other areas. But yeah, Roy and Becky, too fancy for us.
Yeah, I feel like it's a type of place that although it carries a rich history, it still carries richness where you've probably got to be a fancy type of gal to be there,
Mhm.
you know? To them, they'd have to be stuck in time and then lost. True.
Yeah, yeah,
Too fancy for me, but I still want to go. I do want to go.
yeah. And
I
I
I
think
do.
that's how I feel too, BB. You know,
Mhm,
because I guess because I just want to see it, but
mhm.
maybe more like a field trip. We don't have to stay the night. Just go and check it out.
I wonder if they allow that. Joe, do you know if they allow people to just come in and kind of look around?
Yeah.
Because I know some hotels are very any place that's some places that get a haunted kind of label on them will not let you stay or not let you come in and look around, or they will deny the ghost and say that doesn't exist because they don't want to scare off potential customers. Looking for me spots right now, said Hitch Up and Toe.
Yeah.
I highly recommend Virginia Beach as a whole. The entire place is amazing. I've actually been to Virginia Beach and I would agree. I did love it. Um, you didn't go in, you just drove around it.
Mm.
Virginia Beach is a really nice place to go. It has the Edgar Casey Center. What is that? Tell us more, Linda.
Yeah.
Chocolate espresso fudge.
I
Um,
bet you the meal at the Becca is to die for. I bet
oh,
it's. I bet they got some great meals there.
I bet they've managed to keep
Yeah.
that aspect of things. We actually went to a restaurant in Ohio. I was talking so much about the Ford Garage Burger, and I actually love it. But we went to Papa Do's. We
Papados, that
seen it.
sounds familiar.
It's in Texas. They're originally out of Texas and they're a
Uh-huh.
seafood place. And we just seen it and Polar Bear's been looking for seafood. And so we were like, well, let's go try it out. We looked at the menu and the cheapest thing on the menu was $50.
Wow.
And we were like, okay, so this is going to be really expensive, but we're kind of celebrating. So we'll go, we'll celebrate.
Yeah.
The food was incredible. It was the freshest food I have ever tasted.
So
And
it
I was
was
like,
worth it.
yeah, and it had that old vibe too,
Yeah.
like this place, like that old vibe and the decorations, everything. It was a really neat experience. I don't think it was haunted because I think they built it to look old, but I would love to maybe visit the original in Texas because
Yeah.
it's got a story and a rich history behind it, but Please, you all hit that thumbs up and that bell for Nettie and BB. Please and thank
Aw,
you.
thank you,
Um,
Rose.
can you get s'mores on room service? Did you wear your pajamas there? We did not. We did not. I will admit that Polar Bear did wear sweatpants though, because that's all he had. Edgar Cayce was known as the sleeping prophet. He'd enter into a trance and predict the future.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about him, but I will have to look into him.
Now we do we want to tell them about Sunday coming up?
Yeah, we can. We also need to tell everybody that on Friday, you want to tell everybody
Yes.
what time? What's happening on
Yes.
Friday?
On Friday, we do Friday night live with friends on our channel on MelNetteLivingFreeZipCodeless, and we are going to have a special guest sitting right next to me on the panel with us, and it is going to be our Christmas live stream because it's on the 22nd, and we do go 3 hours. We have a blast. It's all about hanging out, chit chatting, relaxing, having fun because it's Friday night, and especially since you had a long week, we try to really have a great time, and it seems to be working. Everybody loves it. So BB is going to be our guest on Friday night live, 7 p.m. Central. So I can, if you want, baby, can I drop the link in your chat, in our
Of
chat?
course, of
Okay.
course, of course.
So I'll go ahead and
Um,
drop that.
Katie, thank you. Thank you for always knowing what I need before I even ask. I appreciate
Aw.
you. She's sending me things I need to remember and things to look into. So thank you, Katie. I appreciate that. Um, he seemingly was an ordinary guy. I'm gonna look into him. He seems incredible. I'm excited. So, and many of you on the YouTube side of things know I've slowly kind of been coming back to YouTube and I started doing the Sunday show again with Nettie, but I haven't really put out any videos yet. And so I've been kind of MIA on the YouTube side of things. So I'm excited for Friday night to make a little bit of a hello and hang out with everybody and just laugh and giggle. It'll be fun. So I'm excited about Friday night. And then next Sunday, also Nettie just put that link in. So if you want to grab that, click it, go hit the bell and the reminder so you get reminded next Friday. And then next Sunday, it is going to be Christmas Eve. And we kind of ask everybody what you wanted us to do. Did you want us to go live or not? And you all wanted us to go live. So we will be live and we're going to do the 12 cases of Christmas. So 12 murders of Christmas, 12 cases of Christmas. I haven't decided on the title yet, but there'll be 12 situations that happened on Christmas that we'll be
Yeah,
learning.
that's going to be very fun. I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait to see that, BB.
I'm excited. It's just going to be little snippets that kind of tell you a little bit about it. And if there's any one that you want us to research a little bit more, you guys can let us know at the end of the chat and we'll go back and do a little more of a deep dive on any one of those if you guys choose. And then Tommy Travels has been kind of away from the YouTubes as well, doing some healing and taking good care of himself, which he needed to do. And I'm glad he was. But it looks like
Yes.
he's going to be making his comeback in 2024 as well. So, with all that being said, I appreciate you guys being here with us tonight. It's been fun. I love y'all. Sending y'all much love and much kindness.
And we're sending love your way. Good night.
We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.